Geraldo did a big special or something that
Yeah.
was like one of the big sort of like focal points for that whole like anti-Satanism thing.
Yeah.
He got like Ozzy Osbourne on there.
Yeah.
And Ozzy was just all confused.
Yeah, drugged out.
Well, it was before he started doing the heavy drugs, too.
Yeah. So you could actually still understand what he was saying, but he was like, "No, man, it's just music." That's about all he
He's like
said.
banging the things.
Music's
supposed to make you happy.
Yeah, exactly. It's a positive thing.
Yeah, and everything gets so blown out of proportion that everybody's just in a scare.
Yeah.
So,
It totally
Thus-
was, yeah.
the satanic panic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They were
in
burning books and
Yeah.
burning D&D books. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
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 that was a little bit later.
It was
on.
later.
After,
Yeah,
But there was still the residual
yeah.
effects of the...
It definitely was like a residual Passover from that, like Harry Potter and Pokemon. Since they came out at the same time, they're like, both of these are clearly the devil.
Yep.
Yeah.
Corrupting our kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Children
anything,
like it, and it's making them not listen to us.
yeah.
Same with the whole black metal thing. Like,
Oh,
you know,
definitely,
at first it wasn't even about, like, Satanism and
It was
other
just
stuff.
it might have been anti-Christian.
It was anti-Christian, but it
Yeah.
was
In
it was
some
from a pagan point of view, and it was from a cultural point of view. It was just like a movement against the Christianization and the Americanization of everything in Norway.
No way.
Yeah.
And then it's just because some church were burned, everybody just attributed it to like, oh, it's the devil's work. And
Yeah. Never mind that Vikings had been burning churches.
yeah.
That was their whole thing.
Thanks again, Varg.
Yeah.
I mean, Je suis Varg.
you weird
But he's-
survivalist guy, and he's
Yeah. Busy writing your like D&D.
His own D&D book now,
Hey,
which
Farag.
it's apparently worse than Fatal.
Yeah, it's apparently very, very particular, and the more white you are, the more powers you have. Like, the more Aryan you are. It really is. The more blonde and blue-eyed your character is, the more benefits they have. It's actually like that. It's
I
fucked.
remember watching one of the videos.
I
and
honestly want to buy a copy of it. I really do. It's just
But not for those reasons.
not to give him my money.
reasons.
Not to give him my money, but just to marvel at how fucked it is.
Yeah.
Actually, in the end of all his videos, he always says like the Northern European man is an endangered species or something like that.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like,
totally.
dude.
He's totally like Mr. Anti-Globalism.
Oh, he
and
was.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yes.
Yeah, it really is.
He needs to go back to making MIDI albums.
He
and
still
fucking
does
Still
reasons.
does, yeah.
But it's just now it's
All
just
you
a
have to
weird
do is
chance
follow
now.
him on YouTube, and you'll hear
It's
him.
like, it's music now. It's
That's
like,
it. Yeah, he records him going, "Oh yeah," and then he loops that
Yeah.
through the entire fucking thing.
I did that in your washroom once.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
like he does the Christopher Lee thing in Rhapsody.
Yeah.
He just like, and now there are beyond the trees and the forest.
Even less than that, he barely says like one phrase, and he just loops it. It's some weird like nouveau art like thing. It's like,
Black
He's
metal.
like wrapped around to just art house now.
It's new age black metal.
Hell.
yeah, he's like
It's new age black metal.
a pagan beatnik.
That sounds like the worst thing ever.
It's so sad. And then you look at guys like Fenris, who's like
Yeah.
he's like the Dark Throne guy, who's like been doing black metal so true
Yeah.
since it started.
Yeah.
And
And
it's amazing.
now he's doing crust punk though.
Well, yeah, okay.
Oh,
yeah,
you
it's
turned
still
crusty
some
now?
crust punk.
Yeah, he turned crusty.
Crust punk.
One of the instruments, a chainsaw in the woods.
I probably.
Hearing his commentary on drum sounds is the weirdest thing. It's like, yeah, you see the drum sound? It's also processed and all that stuff. You see, this record is a good drum sound. And he picks up one of the super obscure Canadian death metal band from the 80s. And of course the drums like recorded with like in a bathroom with a mic, so it just sounds like shit.
Can and a piece of string.
It's recorded in some guy's basement loft with a bunch of broken
Well,
light
he's like
bulbs
mailing
around.
letters or something like that.
Because crust punk.
Yeah.
Still some guy sleeping in the corner.
Yeah. In a dumpster. Yeah.
Piss in his pants as well.
Well, yeah, crust punk. The more pee, the better.
Anyway, that's the satanic and / Kivil panic.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Satanic Panic, that was the thing. Do you want to talk about the D&D portion of that a bit more?
Yeah.
Was that
Oh, I wasn't. No, yeah.
Oh, never mind then.
That wasn't really my thing. But I know, like, the D&D definitely tied into the
Yeah.
whole Satanism thing.
Because
It
of
was
those-
one of the things that was attributed to
Even
it.
Tolkien as well. Like people are
Tolkien,
attributing
yeah.
Tolkien as like this work is satanic. But it's like no, it's just
He was a huge Catholic.
Yeah.
exactly.
Like, the whole, the Lord of the Rings creation thing was almost completely paralleled the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
With, like, the gods, like, bursting everything into existence,
Yeah.
and then, different choirs of angels, and one of them rebels and takes a bunch of them with him and stuff like that. I mean, it's like totally basically just the Bible at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it changes a little bit later, but yeah, it's basically his version of the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like, hey, JD,
No.
no.
It's
I
like
was still alive until you know.
yeah. It's like just because it doesn't share the same beliefs as you are doesn't
No,
mean
that's the
it's
thing, it did.
satanic.
Yeah.
It
Exactly.
totally did. It even did. It just had a
But they can't
wizard.
see
Yeah.
through
That's the
it.
difference.
They
Yeah,
can't
they
see
can't,
through it
no.
because it's not named Jesus
No.
Yeah.
and Bible.
The metaphors are a bit harder.
So that's one case of mass hysteria that
Yeah.
involve physical ailments.
So
Like blowing half your face off with a shotgun. Because Judas Priest, you think, told you to.
sorry for the mess.
Yeah. So excuse the blood. Yeah, no, sorry.
Yeah.
No, that's all good. A notable case from France during the Middle Ages.
Oh,
A nun at a large convent began to meow like a cat, and
Yes.
others followed until all would meow together at a certain time for several hours together. This continued until the surrounding village called soldiers to threaten the nuns to stop their singing.
We're tired of your shit, you fucking furries.
It's basically just like when you can hear cats now, like all meowing at each other outside at night, and you're like, "Shut up!"
Well, back in the Middle Ages, they didn't invent the spray bottle.
That would have been so perfect.
I mean, it wouldn't
Shut
make
up.
sense. So these nuns, like, in the heat. Just, ow! 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 Ow!
That's what my cat used to do.
Freaking Anakin.
I think
Yeah.
yeah.
Fucking.
Ew. Ew. Ew.
It's like one of those, like, toys you had as a kid that you turn
Yeah.
upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heineken, shut up! That's the weirdest sounds came out of that animal.
Oh, God, yeah, that was...
It was
some
weird.
Fun times.
Yeah.
Fucking horny cat.